This Chokwe mask from Angola shows a woman with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her boy has been taken to the sacred bush to be circumcised. His foreskin will be painfully cut away. He would be tested and stressed and might not survive. She cries with worry. This is the ancient way that still endures in many parts of Africa. Its purpose was survival, not primitive, but practical. This striking young Chokwe girl has passed her initiation, marked by the ancient cross of her tribe on her forehead. She is ready for marriage. Her sensuous lips invite admiration. The artist who created her was a master, no less skilled than the masters of Asia and their golden Buddhas, guild-trained from years of apprenticeship. There is simply a difference of approach. While Asian artists may emphasize details, African sculptures usually cut to essentials, like this elegant Don mask from Liberia, where I lived, and this translucent ivory from the Lega of the Congo. We also see it in bold repoussé, metal over wood, from the Koda people of Gabon. The artist is less concerned with the surface of his materials and more with the essence of its form, often in the abstract. This gives fine African sculptures an otherworldly quality, alive in the spiritual realm, with an idealization that transcends reality. First-time viewers often mistake this for primitive development rather than primary form. This boldness gives African sculpture a power that is extraordinary. It hits like the beat of a drum. Indeed, it makes strong rhythms visual. Remember, masks were used for the costumes of entertainers and important officials in Africa. Westerners often separate them from their costumes for placement in galleries, like this Songi mask from the Congo. Here is a Poro Society priest I secretly photographed in Liberia. His elaborate dress is the equivalent of a cardinal's robes and headpiece. The type of mask this Zo, or priest, wears is impressive alone, but not nearly so much so as when you see it in action during his entrance to a town with drums beating heavily. With imposing water buffalo horns and a gaping mouth, this Yaouré mask from the Ivory Coast has a menacing quality. It is used to enforce social order, and women or uninitiated men are not allowed to view it. Above its eyebrows is a fish. Its symbolism is a mystery. This is true for much of African sculpture to this day. In my book, Africa Speaks, I present Snake Woman, actually a mother figure from the Yombe people of the Congo. She remains especially mysterious. From the front, we see her two babies, one on her shoulder and the other in her lap. He is older and drinks from a cup. Is it the cup of knowledge? And what is the meaning behind these snakes? The woman's tortoiseshell cap, her amulet and special scarifications. We simply do not know. This is fascinating for many, especially collectors who enjoy mystery, the otherworldly, the realm of the spirits. Sculptures made to communicate with that world, like this Ligby plank mask, which guards secrets only initiates would know. Present at funerals, initiations, and ceremonies for ancestors, this older piece bears a symbolic plank. Its scrolls, triangles, and circular elements retain an ancient meaning still not deciphered by outsiders or foreign scholars. On the other hand, here is a haunting sculpture. an Mbole hanging figure from the Congo. We know far more about her meaning. She has transgressed society's laws and been hung. Her effigy will be used at initiation camps to demonstrate the results of serious offenses to society or the spirits. The question is, who makes such judgments? Hidden behind wide hands are the eyes of a giant judgment mask from the Wobe people of the Ivory Coast. You must never look directly into his face, always defer in humility. This mask, with its long beak, is the voice of final authority. All societies need judges. This is the African equivalent of a justice of the Supreme Court. We now come to power figures, this one from the Congo. You must sacrifice to it the blood of a chicken to keep its power on your side. Its long, stern face and jutting forms convey force. Moving close, we see its encrusted blood patina from years of use. Sacrifices, even in blood, are still practiced in the West. They stretch to time immemorial. We close with a Koda guardian figure from Gabon. It has two sides, male and female. Secured to a basket filled with your ancestors' bones, it stands sentinel over them. Such guardian figures changed the course of Western art history when Picasso used them as models for the birth of what became Cubism. Western art was never the same. Africa had transformed it forever.